Mark chapter 12, verses 31 to 34. The second is this: love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than this. Well said, teacher. The man replied, You are right in saying that God is one, and there is no other but Him. To love Him with all your heart, with all your understanding, and with all your strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself is more important than all burnt offerings and sacrifices. When Jesus saw that he had answered wisely, he said to him, You are not far from the kingdom of God. And from then on, no one dared ask him any more questions. The greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And the second greatest is to love your neighbor as yourself. Do you see how God's love flows? It starts with God loving you. So when you say that you love God, it is your response to the love He has already given to you. So God's love flows from Him to you and affects your life first. You learn how He loves you, and you learn to love yourself just like He does. Jesus said, Love your neighbor as yourself. We can only give what we have, and we can only practice what we have learned. We cannot truly love ourselves if we haven't learned from God how to love. Similarly, we cannot love our neighbors as God expects unless we learn from God how to love ourselves. Without this flow of love from God to us and back to Him, then from us to our neighbors, all the love we experience will be carnal. Many people go to gym to work out without taking proper lessons. They just watch how trainers do it and figure that they can easily imitate them. That's a big mistake. They could be injured instead of becoming healthier and stronger. It's the same with love. We hear about love everywhere, and many feel that they know how to give and receive love. Yet look at all the relationship problems people face. It's because they don't actually know how to love or how to respond to true love, because they haven't learned from God, the Master of love. Instead of experiencing and receiving love as they intended, they end up hurting themselves and others. Do you feel that your love relationships are stagnant or sliding backwards? If so, stop struggling. It'll only make matters worse. Stop thinking about your relationships and go to God. That's the best starting point. He will help you unlearn the wrong way to love and will teach you to love like He does. I pray that in all your relationships, you may experience the natural flow of love from God.